We are hosting this for the second time. We were approached by Inable, which is an organization based in Kenya that is mainly working on the issues around digital accessibility. The organization started mainly focusing on assistive technologies for persons with, for the blind community, and they expanded, issues revolving around assistive technology to cater for, all persons with disabilities somehow. So it's an organization that is based in Kenya, and their footprint can be felt across few African countries.
Granted that the 2025 Act goes further to provide incentives for persons with, or rather reliefs for persons with disabilities so that they can meet their disability costs and incentives to employers who provide reasonable accessibility. And I must really commend those of our employers who've made it possible for us to have devices and accessible technology that makes our work easier. And of course, we must appreciate the fact that each one of us has a hand in it. The Act also goes further to provide reliefs even for parents with children with disabilities. And it goes on to ensure that any employer who grants, or rather who provides reasonable accessibility, reasonable accommodation to their employees with disabilities also enjoy certain tax reliefs on account of the costs that they incur. In conclusion, let me ask each one of us seated here today to ask themselves one simple question. If I had a disability like so-and-so, like so-and-so, like so-and-so, how would I want to be treated? What would I want as a hand given me by those in government and in other non-state agencies to ensure that what I cannot afford by way of technology, I nonetheless get it?
Good day. My name is Teolo Desmond Buru. I'm the Programs Manager in Botswana Association of the Blind and Partially Sighted. And I am attending this conference this year through Botswana Council for the Disabled. So first, let me highlight my pleasure for being here, my pleasure for having attended this workshop or conference this year. One thing, and one very main thing I have learned from this workshop or from this conference is that persons with disabilities are doing wonders out there. Technology is really helping people with various disabilities to be able to perform or show their maximum abilities without limit. One example I can cite is that of an Indian guy who was presenting as one of the face of Africa today, who says he managed to complete a whole bachelor's degree program of computer science, yet he's blind. I'm picking this very person in particular because I have a friend as well who is partially sighted, who did this very same course, but he faced a lot of criticism upon completion of his program, because people thought, even some lecturers, they thought he will not be able to pursue his career once he can completely lose his sight. So to me, this is a very significant highlight that with technology, nothing is impossible. So even for myself as a programs manager, I feel like this conference has had a very huge impact on my service delivery as a professional. It has really shaped the way I want to deliver my programs and the kind of impact I want technology to have on persons with vision impairment in Botswana.
As a country, Botswana, we have a lot to do. Individuals with disabilities, for them to excel, they need one form of assistive technology. You know, they need some appliances, they need some environment to be adapted somehow. They need to be changes in the way certain things have been done. And we have realized that with technology, you can achieve a lot in terms of adaptations, in terms of modifications, in terms of, applications that can assist, whether transforming voice to text or text to voice, appliances that can resemble vision, that can tell you or show you if you're at risk of falling down, if there are things that are, obstacles in front of you. By so doing, promoting independence for individuals. There has been great development, in technology that companies globally that are now developing, microscopic, stuff that you connect to your lenses, and you are able to navigate your environment, through cameras. You are able to get signals through microchips. And as a country, we need to find our space in that. And that's why, as Botswana Council for Disabled, we thought this is important for us to be part of this. And what I envision is that we are using this as a stepping stone. This is basically scaffolding. It's building blocks. We need then, as a country, maybe to be hosting our own conferences that talks to innovation in our own country, in our own, using our own technocrats, partnering with universities, Baisaho, Boto, University of Botswana, B3, and other independent research entities. We need to work towards coming up with local solutions or complementing international solutions, but getting stuff at reasonable prices.
I know the National Fund did quite a bit to ensure that we had computers or laptops given to university students as far back as, I can't remember the year. I think Senator Mora remembers when we did mobilize equipment for students in Kenyatta University. And recently, we had the privilege of enjoying the support of one of our development partners also in getting us 20 laptops for third-year students in Kenyatta and University and University of Nairobi Law School. May I challenge you, and perhaps by the end of this conference, maybe you could give me 20, 30, 50 addresses of those who are willing to contribute. Just one laptop per agent, per agency, and we know which hands to place those laptops on. You can give that to Irene or to myself or to Mbura, he is here. Julius Mbura is one of us, a very hardworking young man with visual disability, and many others with whom the Inable team has benefited a great deal. And let me stop there by thanking the Inable team, the staff, the secretariat, who work tirelessly to ensure that our agenda is driven with the resolve as we see in the attendance of this conference today.
Such a man. My name is Maleboga Pearl Okatswa, preferably Rasta Queen. I'm from Beaufort, Botswana Federation of the Disabled. I'm an administrator. I'm working as an administrator. Maleboga Pearl Okatswa is a visually impaired lady. I'm a mother of two. I'm staying with them, doing everything for them, taking care of them, two boys. This conference really worked for me. This is the second time I attended it. It's been an honor and it's a good opportunity because where we are advocating for persons with disabilities, and we teach a lot of things. We advocate for assistive technologies for inclusion. Assistive technology is a very good initiative because the world has changed. Nowadays, everything is digital. So from the grassroots, we should include assistive technology. You know, this name of Rasta Queen, as I'm moving in the mall using my cane, people will be looking at me, wondering, and it really helps me because it can move me I can move from one place to another with it. If it wasn't for it, I won't be independent. I will need someone to help me. So we really loved and appreciated this conference, and we believe we should do things well. Thank you.
I go by the name of Hosea Kidise. I am handsome visual impaired man. A little bit of my background. I have proceed on my certificate in business management, and I am also a music producer, a DJ, and also a poet. This workshop was very, very, very helpful. I will call it a game changer because when you talk about technology, we use it almost every day, more especially nowadays because it's life of social media, being aware of the news, and also for myself because I am a producer, so most of the time I'm in front of the computer. So this was a very good game changer. I was inspired, more especially because I had to know or understand how other people do it outside. Like Kenya, I have heard about this young guy called Martin. He's even know how to code with computer. He's also software designer. So I was very, very, very happy for that. I think this should carry on, and we also help to grow this family so that each and everybody, either you have disability or not, but you have to aware and know how to spread the use of technology among us. Thank you very much.
So it's with great pleasure I invite our next speaker, Dina, who's the Director for Strategic Partnerships and Innovations at the MasterCard Foundation. MasterCard Foundation has been instrumental over the years. I still remember that Inclusive Africa was just an idea when they came on board 6 years ago. So we're very humbled and grateful to have you join us here today. Welcome, Dina.
Honorable Cabinet Secretaries, Honorable Senator, Honorable Judge, Principal Secretaries present, and dear partners and young leaders, distinguished guests, on behalf of all of us at MasterCard Foundation, I bring you warm greetings. And I join Inable in welcoming you to the 6th Inclusive Africa Conference. What a joy and an honor to be here in Nairobi, a city that has become the beating heart of this powerful event. But it is more than an event. It is a moment to reflect, to reconnect, and to choose bold action for future rooted in dignity, equity, and opportunity for all. To our partner, Inable, thank you. Your leadership, your vision, and your unwavering commitment to digital accessibility are changing lives across the continent. To the young people, policymakers, entrepreneurs, advocates, and allies in the room, your courage, your creativity, and your leadership are shaping the Africa we need. We are here not simply to speak, but to listen, to learn, and most of all, to act. At MasterCard Foundation, our journey continues to be shaped by a powerful question. How do we ensure that every young person, every single one, has the opportunity to learn, to thrive, and to lead? This question led us to an undeniable truth. There can be no opportunity without inclusion. At the foundation, inclusion is not a program. It's not a checklist. It's a mindset, a way of seeing, a way of working. It calls on all of us not just to open door, but to redesign the entire space so everyone can thrive. When we launched Young Africa Works, our strategy, we set a bold goal to enable 30 million young people to access dignified and fulfilling work. And we made two important commitments, that 70% would be young women and 1.5 million would be young people with disabilities. Today, we're halfway there. 16.5 million young people are in work, and over 92,000 young people with disabilities have been supported, with nearly 80% of them young women. Behind every number is a story, like Faith, a software engineering scholar here in Kenya who advocates for disability inclusion and mental health. Like Divine from Rwanda, supporting children with disabilities digital platforms to spread healing and hope. Nina, founder of Disability Support Initiative in Ghana. They're not waiting to be included. They're building a world where exclusion is not even an option.
Hello, good day. My name is Shingile Ndrumalibala. I'm a Principal Education Officer in the Ministry of Child Welfare and Basic Education in the Department of Learner Support, responsible for special education issues. I'm here attending this conference, which is international on inclusivity as well as use of assistive devices. One of my areas that I specialize in my career is being an officer responsible for seeing to it that inclusivity is practiced in our schools. When we talk inclusivity, we want to see a situation whereby all learners, including those with disabilities, are included in the education system. And they are supported through the use of assistive devices, those that need them in their learning, so that they don't feel left out of the education system. So the conference here is emphasizing more on inclusivity in terms of assisting people with disabilities to be able to access services and be provided with whatever assistive technologies that are there, so that they also enjoy services that are rendered to everybody else in the society. And our expectation is that from this conference, we go out there, try and preach to our leaders, to our society, to our country, to try and adopt such kind of systems that we see in other countries, to assist people with disabilities so that they are able to access services, they are able to learn. Children in schools are able to be assisted with whatever that they need, just like we see in other countries. An example is that of Kenya. Kenya seems to be far much ahead of us in terms of including everybody else in the system, even the education. So it is high time as a country in Botswana that we also escalate our efforts in trying by all means to meet the needs of people with disabilities so that they are able to access services, they are able to access education. Especially that as a country we have ratified the Disability Act of 2024 and we have started to implement it. It is very important that we are seen to be actually implementing that instead of just maybe talking about it. So in other words, we need to walk the talk and see practical examples in our schools, in our society, in every way, and even our infrastructure. We need to develop our infrastructure such that it is user-friendly to all our people, to all our children in schools. I'm talking here about issues of roads, I'm talking about ramps in schools, I'm talking about walkways in schools, I'm talking about bathrooms, those that are able to accommodate everybody so that nobody will feel left out in terms of accessing services. So out of this conference, it is my hope that we will go out there and make sure that people are aware of all that is needed to support people living with disabilities. And it is my wish that maybe I urge the organizers of the workshop that next time maybe bring more stakeholders, especially people in leadership positions who will learn what is happening in other countries and go out there to bring about changes in the society. It is high time we change as a country and embrace every person, regardless of who they are, regardless of how they are.